Smith and the Redskins will come up now, 1st and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Double tight. 5. You got 50. Ready. Line 80. Let's go.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day. Orange. 80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go. 15. Double tight. Hey. Guys, check me out. Liz. Mike, 51.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Tight right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10.
Check three. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Earl Mitchell getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
Yellow. Watch that in. Tight end's right. I said 580.
A shotgun snap for Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 52.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll sneak it with Smith. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. After the run, Smith going to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Smith now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
15.
It's Geis on the counter, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down, Smith. And this is incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Smith. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Geis, they'll try to run it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They get it to him running left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
4 down. Check. Check 4.
Smith now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves them with a ways to go on 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the former Redskin 1,000-yard man. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's McKinnon, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
20, 11.
Now McKinnon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Draw play. Here's the fullback. It's Juszczyk. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
You got 4. What they need! What they need!
McKinnon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
1, Omaha. Black 80! Black 80!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. Hey, slot. Set wide.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Guy's man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10, Smith. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Flushed out right. Well, going deep here for Taylor. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come up. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here again is McCammon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
11.
85 is coming.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here we go. 11.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
By 20.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This one taken just inside the 10. He juked him. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10.
15. Ready. Wide 80. 15.
On 1st down, Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Smith. And Davis with it left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, we are.
Geis Giants receives the pitch. Finding room to the 20. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Rip. Yellow. Alert. Set. Line 80. 56. Mike.
From the red zone now, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Strong right.
Now Smith throwing again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, 4 down.
Play action. It's Smith. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a 1st.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, Geis. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
180! Check. 53, Mike.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
4 down, check. Here we go. 180.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
180. 54 Mike. Check. Watch.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. Got 3. 3 down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He gives this one to Garcon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
120. Left 80.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
Let's go, go.
Now Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly 10 yards as they'll get it to 2nd and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Here's Smith now on second down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's Smith to throw on second down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
3 down, 3 down.
Out of the gun, Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back to the ground game now with Geis, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Ready? Line, 80. We got 4 down, 4 down. Slams.
Settle down, huh?
Check safety, check safety. Check the backer.
Yeah, 52.
Shift. Switch it.
Hey, back up.
Eyes up.
12. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Smith now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing now is Garoppolo, eluding the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Screen play, McKinnon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 17. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively. So they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one. Really supported them throughout the year. And, boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game. And if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.